aware of the inbounder here if you're Philly.
It's off to Leonard, defended by Simmons. Is this the dagger? Game! Series! Toronto is won!
Batman, 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 what? Batman, Batman, yeah. Batman, yeah. Batman, yeah. Batman, Batman, hey, Batman, Batman, what? Mr. Never use a gap, man. Yeah. Never turn like a bat van.
Kawhi Leonard is easily one of the 3 best basketball players in the league currently. But the question is, what if Kawhi wins the championship this season? What would that do for his legacy? Where would that have him ranked all time? Well, for me personally, I would say Kawhi at this moment is already a top 25 player in the history of basketball. But before we go any further, guys, take a look at the screen if you would. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, definitely leave a comment, and follow me on all the social media platforms if you like what I do and you want to, see what I'm up to. Now, with that being said, let's just go ahead and get into it. Before we start discussing what a 3rd championship would mean for Kawhi Leonard, let's just go ahead and establish his true greatness off the bat. Let's talk about the things he's already done. Well, the thing about Kawhi is he was the 15th pick of the 2011 NBA draft. He was acquired by the Indiana Pacers and he was shipped to San Antonio. He came in known as a defensive specialist. Kawhi was a defender, a lockdown defender at that, and wasn't much of a scoring threat outside of being a solid spot-up shooter from the corner mostly. But the thing about Kawhi is he's a gym rat. He's the type of person who wants to improve. He got better every single season. And in fact, Kawhi improved his scoring in every single season and every single year, with the exception of the 2018 season in which he only played 9 games due to injury. And the same can be said for his playoff scoring. In the playoffs, Kawhi has made an improvement in his scoring in every single consecutive playoff run. That speaks volumes to the type of player he is, the type of person he is, and his just true work ethic. That's something that never really gets talked about with Kawhi. His first finals appearance in 2013, he held LeBron James throughout the first 3 games to 16 points per game on, I believe, 38% shooting from the field, 23 from 3. So clearly that speaks volumes to the type of tenacious defender that Kawhi truly is. And the same thing can be said the following season. In the 2014 NBA Finals, he completely snapped and made LeBron struggle the entire way. And in fact, LeBron had more turnovers than assists in 3 out of those 5 games in the NBA Finals, where the Spurs will go on to win that series in 5 games by a record margin. And Kawhi definitely did play a large part in that. Throughout that regular season, he only averaged 12 points per game. In the finals, he upped it up to 17 points per game. Kawhi is already known as one of the greatest defenders the game of basketball has ever seen. And in fact, he's already a 2-time Defensive Player of the Year winner. He won them back-to-back in 2015 and in 2016. Speaking of 2016, that same season, he finished second in MVP voting, and he led the Spurs in the very following season, 2017, to the Western Conference Finals. Kawhi's production from the regular season compared to the playoffs was better in every single season. He was eventually moved to the Toronto Raptors at the beginning of the 2018-2019 season, and he led the Toronto Raptors all the way to the finals where, he did beat a depleted Warriors team, but he still got his team to the finals in a historical manner, and he won another championship. Now, like I said before, this is just me establishing Kawhi's greatness before I talk to you about what another championship would mean. Now, so far in his career, this is his statistical output. For the regular season, 18.6 points per game, 6.4 rebounds per game, 2.7 assists, 1.8 steals, 0.7 blocks. Now, let's take a look at his efficiency throughout the regular season in his career. 49.1% from the field, which is absolutely insane, especially from a 6'7 player. 38.1% from 3, 54 effective field goal percentage. Look, but when you compare his regular season to his playoff statistics, most of these categories improved. Kawhi is a playoff player. Take a look at playoff Kawhi. For his career, 19.5 points per game in the playoffs and 7.7 rebounds. So off rip, we can see that his scoring and rebounding both took a jump up in the playoffs compared to the regular season. When you look at his field goal percentage, it went up. His three-point percentage went up. His effective field goal percentage went up. True shooting went up. Kawhi is a true playoff player. That is what he specializes in. Now let's take a look at his accolades. What did he accomplish so far prior to this hypothetical of him winning a championship? He's already got 2 championships. He's already got 2 Finals MVPs. He's already a 2-time Defensive Player of the Year with 3 All-NBA selections, 5-time All-Defensive. He was All-Rookie First Team in large part because of his defense. He's a Steals champion, a 4-time All-Star, and he's already an All-Star MVP. So in terms of accolades, he has a pretty good resume so far. Now, in the year 2015, that's when I feel like Kawhi took a step forward and became an elite basketball player. In 2015, since the year 2015 till now, Kawhi has averaged 25.1 points per game, 1.8 steals, 26.5 PER, a 60% true shooting percentage. Now take a look at his accomplishments since the year 2015. He's a 1-time NBA champ. He led the Raptors to the championship in 2019. He won Finals MVP. He's made 4 All-Star teams, 1 Defensive Player of the Year. He's made All-NBA, All-Defensive. There's not much else that Kawhi can do at this point aside from longevity. He just has to keep this up. But let's go ahead and entertain the hypothetical. Now, let's get into the meat of this video. Let's say hypothetically Kawhi wins a 3rd championship in the NBA bubble with a 3rd Finals MVP. This is what his resume will look like. Take a look at the screen. He would be a 3-time champ. He would have 3 Finals MVPs, which would tie LeBron, Tim Duncan, and Magic Johnson. He would have 2 Defensive Player of the Year awards, 3 All-NBAs, 5 All-Defensives, 4 All-Stars. This is a resume of a top 20 player. I don't know if you guys have noticed that yet. Now, obviously, Kawhi's taken a lot of slack lately, something that's very uncharacteristic of someone of his stature. But in terms of what a 3rd championship would mean for Kawhi, he would become a top 20 player. I would almost argue top 15. At the moment, I would say he's top 25. And that's pretty much what I feel. That's where I have Kawhi. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys feel. I would love to debate, talk it up. Hey, this is basketball. Let's talk basketball. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button if you haven't. I will talk to you guys soon. And as always, it has been a good one. I am out.